Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to Tower of God chapter 492 overall I think, but season 3 episode 75, recording this on Wednesday and gonna be either posting it Wednesday night or Thursday morning, so after this I'll only have 2 more chapters and then hopefully I'll be caught up by the time that episode 78 comes out. So yeah, getting really close to catching up. Sorry that it's been like everything so behind and everything since we came back from hiatus, but we just happened to come back at a time when I was like already way behind on stuff because of stuff that I had gone through and it had made me to fall behind on like everything. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when we did first come back, I was just in a place where, you know, I'm sure that those of you that read Tower of God know how it is because you read long-running series, long-running series, and you just sort of like fall out of them a bit, fall back into them a bit, fall out of them a bit, fall back into them a bit, and my hype for Tower of God wasn't at its highest compared to like how into One Piece I've been lately, or how into doing the Jump Week series I've been lately. So when it came to it, there were just other things where I was like, I only have a limited amount of time, and I'm kind of more excited about catching up to these other things. But now I'm catching up to Tower of God. I've been really, really enjoying it. I think the first few chapters back were really, really good, especially the Yuhan Sung and Yasratcha fight, or Haracha fight, was really, really, really great. The past 2 chapters were a little on the shorter side, which in some ways is good because it can get kind of tiring if the chapter is too long, I guess, even though most of the long chapters in Tower of God are amazing. But yeah, they've been a little bit weaker than the first few chapters back, but I don't really mind it. It feels like we're just kind of getting back into what should be the usual weekly pace, instead of just the crazy all over coming back from hiatus pace that we had the first few chapters. But once I get caught up to these, I'll be doing the reactions either Sunday night when it first comes out, because it comes out like late, like really late Sunday night for me, or I'll just record it Sunday night and post it Monday morning. And as for the reviews, I'll be catching back up to all of those. But when it comes to reviewing every chapter, again, those of you that have been watching know that I like to read the chapter multiple times, take notes on it, try to provide something more than just recapping what happened in the chapter itself. Try to provide some analysis or some sort of thoughts and discussion on it. So that gets kind of time consuming and gets a little bit difficult to do every single week. So I don't know if I'll set a certain day like Tuesday or Wednesday every week for the reviews, or if I'll just be like post the reaction ASAP, and then when it comes to the reviews, just be like, whenever during the week I can get it done. I'd love to do the live reactions like actually live, like as a stream, but I never trust my internet with that kind of thing. But maybe one day. Either way, though, that was a really long intro. Sorry about all that. Just wanted to talk a little bit about catching back up. And let's start reading again. I think what I'm most excited for here, I've liked seeing all the allies inside the cat tower, but I'm really excited to see what Yasratcha is going to do against Yama. Because I feel like he's just doing this to toy with him and embarrass him. I mean, he's a cat, so let's see how this goes. And we have another warning. It seems like it's been like almost every week that we've had this. This episode contains depictions of violence that may be upsetting for some readers. And I mean, I kind of understand why they're there. I feel like lately when we see like injuries and the aftermath of attacks, we've seen like the actual blood and guts of it all in more detail. Well, do you like your present? Says Yasratcha. You finally have the chance to kill your race's archenemy. Alright. But only until the time runs out. If you run out of time, you won't get a second chance. Alright? Are you scared? Damn it. I'm so excited to tear you to pieces. And of course you've seen some of these panels last week. My heart feels like it's going to explode, kitty. Such a simple mutt. And that's where we ended. Or I said last week, but for me it's only been like a day or two. 52nd floor Battle Royale 1. Okay, so we've changed the arc name then. If you think you can beat me with your little time limit trick, I'm going to make you regret coming at me first. Sorry, my headset keeps slipping around. Fine, let's see what you've got. Okay, then we see, it looks like he ducks under Yama's attack then. Interesting movement. The way it's like the Shinsu's covering his body almost. You little. And we just have a bunch of random attacks. Alright, and then a step up from Yasratcha. Shinsu claws. Lethal move. Atomic strike. Alright. Interesting. Interesting with the translation. I wonder what that move is like literally called, you know? Because Atomic Strike really feels like one of those things where, like, that's not the literal move name, that's just, the translator is giving it a name. Alright. Yama seems thrown back a bit. I fought a lot of enemies before, but I've never wanted to kill someone as badly as I want to kill you. Even the sight of you makes my blood boil. Alright, I love this. I love this look with Yama here. Is that what you canines call transformation? I bet you'd never guess in a million years. Who gave you that, right? Or is it, yeah, no comma, who gave you that right? The canines aren't the only ones. With that power you call transformation, are we gonna get to see beastification this early? Resurrection Pantera. Alright. See? I can do it too. And he transforms his arm. Okay then. He transformed. But how? Surprised I can transform too? I guess you've never wondered where the power comes from, or how you came to have it. Then again, maybe that simpleness of yours is what has kept you canines going, or kept you canines alive this long. And then we have bursting slashes coming away from Yasratcha. Yama deflects. What the hell are you talking about? And then we have more clashes of Shinsu attacks from their claws. Your attacks are so simple, just like your father. Don't talk about my father. I know you're the one who killed him. Don't you dare say anything about him. If I don't have a right to talk about your father, then no one in this tower does. Special skill. Purple Dragon Strike. Jeez. And even just the power. We've seen how incredibly strong Yama is, and of course Yama's not going all out right now, but just the attacks from Yasratcha seem larger or feel like they have more of a presence. What's taking you so long? You'll be dead before you even get to finish transforming. Or are all canines this slow? I wasn't slow. I was waiting for the right timing. I'm not impatient like you felines. You bastard. And we start to see the things form that float off the sides of him when he's in his full form. Another slash from Yasratcha. Oh? And then these three massive claws coming from Yama. His attack just came alive. Impressive power. He's just like his father in that respect. So talking about the attack coming alive almost feels similar to what Paul does. Ah. Have both arms finally finished transforming? Only 5 minutes left. Okay, so Yama has to build up his transformation, I guess. Complete transformation of Yama's arms. That's cool, and I like how the complete transformation looks similar to the beastification then. I told you, I'd rip you to pieces. Kitty. Alright. Charges in yelling. Again, just more random Shinsu clashing panels. You know how it goes. Lethal move. Blades of Rage. And then Yasratcha seems to easily hold it back. He's gotten stronger. I can't cancel out his attack now. Oh no, he doesn't even hold it back, he has to run. Alright. And then he Sonic the Hedgehogs it. It'd be even more impressive if your whole body transformed, not just your arms. Are you transforming in stages because the shock is too great? Or will something go seriously wrong if you transform your whole body? It's almost like you're avoiding a complete transformation. Don't make assumptions about me. You'll be dead anyway, before I need to transform my whole body. And I'll make you feel terror like you've never felt before. Go ahead and try. You know, really liking Yasratcha as a villain. We'll just see which of us ends up trembling with terror. And then more clashing. Yama going in for another double claw strike with like tons of claws coming off of his hands. Lethal move. Wild wave. I can't stop this. I like this. Getting to see Yama be hyped, but I'm like, because we're seeing Yama go so far into his transformation, be so hype, it just makes me think, okay, we're showing off all of this for Yama and showing off essentially nothing of Yasratcha, because Yasratcha is going to finally show something off and get an easy dub. Now it looks like Yasratcha's escaping. What the hell? Did he just instantly change the type of transformation? And he's zigzagging out of there. Yeah, his movement is really cool. Mentioned it earlier. You can run, but you can't hide. His power is growing with each attack, but he's always one step behind. Alright. Shoot, he's too quick. I can't hit him from a distance. He can transform completely freely. The longer this drags on, the more I'll be at a disadvantage. And of course, Yama recognizes how poorly this is going. Purple Flash Strike. Because Yasratcha's just like not even trying right now compared to all of the energy that Yama's expending. Another Clash of Shinsu. Yama protecting his face. This is so annoying. If your strategy is to keep running away and run down the clock, I'll just have to stop you from running away. And then we see more transformation. Jeez. Yama's external transformation. So this is similar to what we saw behind Doom before. But, yeah, it's similar to what we saw behind Doom. But yeah, I'm thinking this was a bad idea for Yama to go all out so quickly. I know he's emotional and everything, but he is working with a time limit. So all like Yasratcha has to do is let the time limit run out, and then Yama's got to keep competing, but he's already gone into this form and put himself into a high energy expenditure mode. Alright, Yama's external transformation is that external transformation. Can he do the same kind of transformation as Doom? That's right. Doom still thinks he's the only one who can do this, but I practiced while he was away, so now I can use the transformation outside my body. Now, I'm going to make sure you don't get away. What a really cool ability. Does he think he can catch me with silly little tricks like this? Is he mocking me, or does he genuinely think this will work? Either way, it's pathetic. Alright. Now, I like this panel a lot. The little burst of Yasratcha colored Shinsu within the maw of the external Yama transformation. He just blows it all back. You think I can't do the same thing? External transformation. And again, he's just not trying yet. Can you do it too? I was going to go easy on you and let you go after I was done with you, for your father's sake. Okay. But it looks like you need to be taught a lesson. And Yama's just, this is not going well at all. And you keep saying I'm running away, but it seems to me like you're the one who's too afraid to attack. Atomic Strike. Yama, Oh, and of course we know that Yama's sort of passive defensive ability means he can't get hit by people who are scared of him or whatever, but we've already seen him take damage from Yasratcha, so we get full-on proof that Yasratcha isn't afraid. Huge explosion coming from that attack. Strange. Maybe he's right. Maybe I have been avoiding a head-to-head fight with him. He seems to keep getting bigger and bigger. Even the look in his eyes makes me feel small. It's hard to summon my full power. What on earth is this feeling? What's wrong? You don't look very relaxed. Are you surprised to be feeling that for the first time? Feeling what? The feeling that animals that are true masters of their territory can never feel. Oh, maybe they meant that aren't true masters? Oh, no, maybe it's fear. Yeah. Yeah, the feeling... Okay, never mind, I'm wrong. Actually, you have your own special, right? Right. What do you mean? The right not to be dominated by anyone. It's a right that only a special few in this tower have. Your father had that right, too. What, my father? And again, are we talking about... Again, the right to not be dominated? Are we talking about rule-breaking powers? Because like I've said, the rules of the tower mean that you can't kill one of the 10 family heads, but in order to be a slayer who slays family heads, you have to have a rule-breaking power. And we've seen that if Karaka has the same sort of power that Wangnan has, that power exists outside the rules. Bomb is an irregular. That exists outside the rules. From what Audie Hone told Joaquin in the flashback, we can assume that White's devil powers lie outside of the rules. So that's why I always assumed, I'm like, Yama's a slayer, so whatever's going on with the canine people, they have to have a power that lies outside of the rules of the tower, which is why Yama's a slayer to begin with. So I like that we're like actually getting into that, and I feel like the right not to be dominated is talking about whatever the rule-breaking aspect of Yama's power is. And again, like we saw, I've talked about it before, like with Calavan, and Jinsung thinking that Calavan could make a good slayer because the essence of bravery is something that they didn't even like know existed. It's something that also exists a bit outside the rules. The right not to be dominated by anyone. It's a right that only a special few in the tower have. Your father had that right too. So again, we're seeing that. What? My father. That's right. And not just anyone can have that right. I was surprised when I first found out that you have it, but unfortunately it looks like you're going to lose that right to me. When you were very young, okay, flashback time, after your father died, I found your brother Doom trying to run away with you and your brother, so Yasratcha actually chased them down to save you. Jeez. Paul was just a baby. You were young and clueless. You were in such a deep sleep that you didn't even wake up. When I found the 3 of you, instead of killing you, I decided to plant an eternal fear in you. So I asked Doom if he would like me to spare you all on one condition, and he accepted. And that day, I planted a fang in you which could bind you forever. So, we're getting Doom's fang came from Yasratcha. I feel like a lot of people have thought that, though. Ever since that night, you've been destined to be dominated by me. The same goes for the other canines too, of course, not just you. You canines will never escape. Alright, my grasp. So Yasratcha is basically just the original Doom, and if Doom made like top 200 at his prime, then Yasratcha's, again, I would assume, like, I would have already assumed he was way higher than that as one of the Corps commanders. But yeah, more confirmation that Yasratcha's rank is probably like high as hell. I would say like maybe even in the 40s. Alright, another clash from the 2 of them. And Yasratcha pushing off of Yama. My transformation's coming undone. Yama, do you know what distinguishes animals that can never be tamed? What? Tamed animals want comfort, but Untamable animals want freedom more than comfort. But this world has rules. Even animals that desire freedom must submit to the laws of nature. In nature, even a wild beast pisses itself and backs down when it encounters an even more powerful beast. You're like a newborn kitten that's just come into the world, trembling with fear. Shut up! And he tries to attack again, but it's easily dodged. You couldn't catch me with such a petty attack like that, even if you had centuries. When are you going to stop messing around? And Yama's just getting even more provoked. Going in with another attack like before. Lord Yama's transformation of both arms. Wild blades of rage. And now we're seeing it come from Yasratcha as well in the middle there. But he, again, it looks like just brings out more power with a smaller amount of energy. Yasratcha's finishing move, Purple Dragon Strike. Damn it. And again, he just can't handle it. Yasratcha grabs onto his arm. We have a huge flash of energy pouring out. My transformation came undone. Do you know what people call the emotion you're feeling right now? That feeling that you're so much smaller than your opponent? With chills running all throughout your body, leaving you feeling completely helpless and weak. It's something you've never felt before. It's called fear. So of course, the thing that Yama holds over his enemies and uses is the same thing that's happening now to him. This is fear. Am I afraid of him? That's impossible. He tries to attack, but again, just easily dodged. How could I possibly be afraid when I'm fighting the canine's arch nemesis? And then he's blocked. Your attacks are so weak. It's a survival instinct. No animal can fight that instinct. It's only natural for you to fear me. You've simply been avoiding me this whole time. Nonsense. And he gets hit by an attack and grabbed in the face. Like a young lamb running from a wolf. Alright. And then he gets scratched. Yo, is he gonna have like scratch marks down his face from now on? Or sardines fleeing from a shark? That's why you want to run away. Get on your knees and beg for your life, Yama. If you do, I'll let you go just this once. Do it. Jeez. What a great chapter. I love the focus as well. We were really just focused in on this one fight for the entire chapter. That was really, really great. Yeah, huge, big fan of that one. That was so good. I really, really like Yasratcha again now. The only thing is, I don't know where this is going. Again, if Yasratcha is just embarrassing Yama this much, it makes me think, how on earth is Yama ever supposed to do anything? How's he supposed to fight back or eventually win this arc? Like how is this going to end? It seems like, especially if Yama can't handle him, if Yama is getting this embarrassed by him, how do any of our allies stand a chance? And I mean, gosh, it's true, you gotta think about it. He had the same rank as Caliban, and again, Jinsung put up a really great fight, but in the end he couldn't handle Caliban. Caliban was only finally able to meet his match with a full-powered White, who is a really, really old Slayer. So yeah, wow. Yeah, I have no idea where this is going to go, but I like that I have 2 more chapters that I can read after this and not have to wait, really. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I'll give you one. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.